welcome back to Happily Booked, the bookcast where two kindred spirits believe that the pursuit of happiness is the same thing as reading a good book and being able to talk about it. Oh my gosh, I said that in one breath. That's my goal. To be able to say the whole thing in one breath. Maybe come season 2, we might change that up a little. Okie dokie. Here we are, Becky.
Hello.
Oh, I didn't introduce us, did I?
No, you didn't.
With your hostesses, Brooke and...
Back.
Whoopsie. I was so focused on getting the whole thing out in one breath that I forgot the last little tidbit.
Oh, you did a great job.
That's so funny. So, Becky.
Yes.
That's how I always like to start off the podcast. How was your weekend?
It was good.
That's great.
What did I do?
I am the same way. I'm like, did I actually do anything?
See, we worked on Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, one of our coworkers came over Saturday and helped Emma.
Oh, right.
What's the word?
Clean?
Organize.
Oh, same
Organize
thing.
her room. Yeah, same thing. So she got all the clothes folded, and she says, "Mom, she even did something I wasn't going to ask her to do. She picked up the trash."
Oh, it's because she's nice.
Yes.
And doesn't mind.
She couldn't stay as long as we wanted her to. Like, I was going to feed her dinner and watch a movie with her, but she had to get home because her sister was coming home, and she had to clean her room.
Oh, okay.
So we took her back early, but Emma was much more comfortable with her room.
Yeah.
When she left.
I'm sure.
Because it was much more, it wasn't like, what's the word? Like, it wasn't immaculate or anything, but all the clothes were folded and sorted.
Real life is not immaculate.
No, no. But when I go to my mom's house, it seems pretty close.
Really?
Yeah, my mom, but she has, I always say she has OCD.
Yeah.
And she's never been like diagnosed with that, but she can tell if someone takes something out of her desk, like everything is in an order. She even has her pencils and her pens, like she knows how many she has, if she's missing one. So it feels like she has OCD. Mm-hmm. So she's always cleaning and putting stuff away and making sure it's tidy.
Yeah.
I sometimes wish that I had that problem. I know that people with OCD, like, it bothers them that they feel the compulsion to do that.
Yeah.
But I sometimes I wish I had that problem.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish I had a little bit of some kind of compulsion to constantly keep everything clean.
Right.
And maybe the word we need is motivation.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I always feel like there's something way more important than cleaning.
Always.
But as we've talked about before with my house, how it is because of my depression that I had, I feel more ill at ease in my home than I should. So it's like, I need to get this done.
Right.
We're actually going to be working on the kitchen, getting it like cleaned up and everything. Because all the stuff that was in Ella's room was in the kitchen for so long.
Right.
Trying to get her room done that the cats kind of went crazy in the kitchen. It looks a little So we got to get that together because we want to eat.
Some crazy
in
cats.
The house. Yeah, you know, those cats. What did you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend? Yeah, I worked.
Yeah.
What did I do on Saturday? Jeez. You know, I always ask you because I want to know how your weekend was, you know? But the second somebody asks me what I've done, I'm like, I have no idea. Oh gosh. If I did something with somebody, they're going to be upset. I don't think I did anything. I'm just going to go for it. I don't think I did anything. I don't know, though. Yesterday, though, for anybody who only listens to the podcast to hear about the Sideways Sheriff, there was a drift event we went to at Linear Raceplex, and that was fun. It was rainy all day, which kind of sucks just because it is an outdoor motorsport activity, but rain can be really good on the tires. Because in drifting, if you have like a dry track, most likely, depending on the brand of tire and how much power your car has, but you'll go through a lot of tires, and tires aren't cheap.
Right.
So it's an expensive hobby for some people to have. So it was good on tires, and his car that we took, he's got 2. The newer one will overheat if it's hot outside, and he doesn't like take cool down laps and just sort of like go a few times and then rest, and then go again. His old car, he can just go and go and go and go, no problems. I think it's because oh gosh, I'm not like a car nerd, but I think it's because I think it has a supercharger, and I think that's one of the reasons why. Nobody come at me. But his newer car will overheat easily, so it was good that it was rainy, so it wouldn't overheat.
Right.
So there were the perks and cons to it, pros and cons to that. But it was still really fun. One of our friend couple who also drifts, I'm really close with his girlfriend, so we hung out pretty much the whole time. It was fun, and I got to ride a lot. Because another pro to raining is, it sounds so selfish, is that there's not a whole lot of people who want to show up because they don't want to leave the house because it's raining.
Right.
But it's fun. It was fun. So be on the lookout for a Sideways Sheriff post. There will probably be one at some point. I don't think he took any videos, but I took videos from inside the car.
Oh, that'll be fun.
I think there was just a bunch of random people who took videos and sent it to him.
That's always, I always think that's a fun angle.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not interested in racing.
Right.
To watch stuff. I just think it's boring. Drifting is different. So
Drifting is interesting.
It's probably more fun. But whenever you can see like inside the car and actually see, for me, I always think that being in the car is way more fun than watching.
Oh, it always is.
And so anytime you have a camera view from inside the car, I would think that would be pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, no, it is always pretty fun. Yeah, typical normal racing where they just go around and around. Sorry, speaker microphone. Where it goes around and around and around and around for hours. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of boring.
I don't understand why it's so popular to watch. Like I get why it's popular to participate in.
Yeah,
but I don't understand why you'd want to watch it. Yeah. And then like it's dangerous to be in the crowd sometimes. Like if they crash.
Yeah,
I've seen videos of the cars like flipping up and into the crowd. Like, why would you? I don't know why you'd want to watch it.
Yeah, it's
sorry.
It is pretty boring.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel the same way about golf.
Oh,
it's way more fun to play than watch. Although racing's more fun to watch than watching golf. But
yeah, I know what you mean. I'm picking up the point that you're putting down. No, I completely agree. We went to one NASCAR race, and me and Austin just sort of sat there, and it was like 10 laps in. We were like, well, I think we're going to go home now.
Go.
Yeah. This is kind of boring. And it was hot.
And
you're just sitting on metal bleachers in the summer heat in Georgia.
Yeah.
It's just not.
It's not my idea of a good time.
Yeah.
I don't. But drifting is different. But anyway, I think it would be cool to see the video from inside.
Yeah. I can show it to you.
Are you going to upload it or is he going to?
I'll probably send them all to him and he'll do whatever he wants with them. I did. I posted on Snapchat, but you don't have a Snapchat.
I do. I should just add you.
Yeah, you should just get a Snapchat. Just add me, just so you can see my stories.
Ella downloaded Snapchat on my phone, so I get these notices from some of my friends that they added stories.
Yeah,
because somehow I follow them on Snapchat.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't post anything personally.
Right.
But I have gone over and looked at some stories, so I should add you.
You should.
I should.
Yeah.
So what did you post on Snapchat?
Oh, heck, I don't remember. Other than just some videos of that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think I did a selfie of me and Austin in the car and some videos of us going.
He's such a good sport to let you take selfies with him.
I know. I don't push it, though. I take 1 or 2 a day, and typically that's about it. He's a good sport. I know I can be annoying. I say that a lot at work. I'm like, I really am annoying. And they're like, no, you're not. I'm like, you don't live with me. You're not married to me. I'm telling you, I'm annoying. Anyway, I can admit it, though. But, yeah, I don't know where else I was going with that, except that I was changing topics. So,
yeah, sorry.
I have one ornament on my tree.
You do? Where is it?
One little ornament. It's a tiny little boot that says Texas that my sister got me when she went to Texas.
Nice.
And I would have, it's the only ornament on my tree because it was in my purse. I was digging through my purse and I was like, oh yeah, she got me this ornament. So I just immediately put it on the tree and took a picture. So it's the only one out there just because I'm lazy. I have ornaments. I just haven't put them on the tree. Whatever.
That's okay, because Pumpkin will probably have them all over the house.
Yeah, I don't think she knows about that one yet, so I think we're good. So,
Ooh, you have a lot of notes.
I do have a lot of notes. I know. I actually feel like I might have a good amount of stuff to contribute to this episode. I know last week, I don't know if you saw the title I picked.
No, I didn't. I was listening.
Look.
I'm getting caught up. I haven't listened in a couple of weeks.
At least you listen.
Let me look at this title. Hold on.
I did set it to auto download, so at least I'm helping contribute to our progress. But I haven't listened to our own podcast other than me when I edit. Not that actually helps us. So I should do that.
Becky really held this episode together. That's funny.
Because it's true. I had nothing to talk about. Bless your heart. You just kept going.
I'm a talker. That's probably the biggest con to me.
No. No.
Although I do keep everyone laughing at work. So
yeah. And everyone loves your laugh when you get to laugh too.
Somebody told me the other day it was so contagious.
It is contagious. I remember before we even started the podcast, I would hear you laughing from wherever, and I'm always like, I love Becky's laugh. I just love it, because it is contagious. Anyway,
Thank you.
You have a great laugh. Enjoy that. Take advantage of that. Not everyone has a great laugh.
That's true. That's true. I could snort.
You could snort. You could honk. Did you hear my friend that I went to the wedding with? Did you hear her laugh? You didn't hear her laugh?
She snorted one time, I think.
She honks.
She honks? I must not
And
have...
she knows it, too.
I did hear her laughing. I don't remember her honking.
That is so funny. She may not have. But
Maybe
I'm
I
pretty
blocked
sure
it out
did.
of my memory. I'm just kidding. She lives down the street from me. I need to be careful what I say.
She's so funny. And she knows she's got a unique laugh. It is so funny. I'll say something, she'll start laughing, and then I'll start making fun of her laugh while she's laughing, and that'll make her laugh even harder. It's a whole thing.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
We need to get together and do something.
I
That'd
agree.
be fun.
Yeah. She's a hoot and a half. So before I forget,
yes.
I know I listed all of the merch prices last episode. So, again, if anybody's interested, feel free to message us. Let us know what you want. We'll send you our Cash App. One of ours. We'll figure that out. Yeah. And then we will ship it to you. So, but we have extra magnets. I don't know what that means exactly, but I was told by our merch person that we have extra magnets. So, fun fact, if you want to buy a magnet, we probably have plenty. So, I don't know what I was supposed to say, but I wanted to say it. In other news, we are setting up, still figuring it out, but it is in the process of becoming set up. Everybody calm down, hold on to your pants. A Patreon account. Woo!
Thank goodness for Brooke.
So we're still twiddling with it. It's probably going to be a little bit before we're comfortable with it. And yeah, so that's just in the works for anybody who was curious.
Maybe I should finish my vlogs from Goblin. And we could actually upload.
Yeah, so maybe I should finish my vlogs from Goblin. It's funny. We're not great at this.
No.
I'm just joking. We're fine. We're doing great. We're doing fine. It's fun, and that's all that matters. Last episode, for whatever reason, when Ella was like, is she going to get something for the bird for Christmas? And I was like, well, this is my bird's first Christmas with me. That was a lie. I'm a bad bird mom. But no, we got the birds. It was either just after we got married or just before we got married. I'm pretty sure it was just before.
Okay.
Regardless, we got married in November. So we had the birds for Christmas. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe because it was such a short time frame. Maybe it slipped my mind like that. I don't know. This is Pumpkin's first Christmas, though, here, for sure.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Little ungrateful ball of orange. Every time anybody sees her and picks her up, they're like, oh, she's all tail. And I'm like, she's also evil. Don't get your face too close.
She'll bite your nose, guys.
She will claw at your face. She scratched my face. I don't remember where I was going the day of. It may have been the wedding. It was the wedding because I was all up in her face. I'm her mom, though. I can do that. While my friend was still getting ready in the bathroom, and I got all up in her face, and she was all purring, and it was cute and precious, and she was all sleepy. Then all of a sudden, it was not cute, and she did not like it, and she stopped purring, and she just clawed at my face, and I had like a Harry Potter scar for like a few days.
Oh my God. Oh yeah, you showed me.
Yeah, I was
remember.
sporting a Potter scar.
You like pulled your bangs apart.
Yeah. And it's like all healed up now. But yeah. I was just saying I was a bad bird mom. Anyway, so do you just gonna dive right into our normal thing? Do you have any hauls?
No
That's okay.
hauls. I'm saving my hauls for my yarn for the blanket.
Okay, yeah.
I think because I've been kind of short on money, and I don't really know. It's not like my bills have increased. I think it's kind of the economy.
Yeah.
And how everything's just more expensive now. I feel like I never have any money.
I feel that.
And so when I bought the fireplace and the TV, I told the girls we might not have Christmas. Like that might be their Christmas. And I've been struggling to really try to get them something, like just one or two things. I'm hoping this weekend, since Christmas is pretty close. Emma's birthday's on Monday, so I have to get her something for her birthday.
Yeah.
And something for Christmas. So I'm really kind of trying not to spend anything extra on like books and stuff.
Right.
And of course, I know that I've got to get that yarn. The week of Christmas probably is when I need to get it ordered, so it's here.
Yeah.
For January 1st.
That's the goal, because I mean,
Yeah.
you could. I mean, just document the temperatures. That way, when the yarn finally does come, but then you'll have probably a buildup of how many rows you have to do, and that's going to take some time.
Well, fortunately,
I mean, you're doing the square.
Yeah, fortunately, I'm going the easy route.
Yeah.
And I don't think it'll be that big a deal to catch up.
Right.
But I don't want too much time to go by.
Yeah.
Because I'm lazy, and I feel like
I agree, but I understand.
I feel like I'll forget.
Yeah.
To make notes of the temperatures.
That's what I'm saying. We have to keep each other accountable for this. Every day, we need to bother each
I'll
other.
be texting you. So, Brooke, what was the high yesterday?
Just curious. So, you said Emma's birthday's next Monday?
It's the 19th.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
So you'll be here on my birthday.
Yes, on your birthday.
You'll be here at my house on her birthday?
Yes.
Oh.
Our coworker is baking her cake, and he's
yeah.
bringing it to me Saturday.
Love that.
And we're gonna have cake on Saturday. We'll bring you a piece on Monday.
Please. Wink. Nobody can see me wink at her. Wink. That's so fun. I forgot you said he was making that cake. He's so good at making cakes.
So good. They are beautiful and tasty.
Oh.
Like sometimes they're really pretty and not tasty.
Yeah.
Or sometimes, like if I make it, it's ugly, but it tastes good.
If I baked a cake, I'm not a baker. I'm barely a chef. I can barely cook good dinner, which honestly, I should give myself more credit. Normally my dinners are fine, and tasty, but I can't bake. I can't bake. If I baked a cake from scratch, it would be ugly and disgusting. It would taste probably just like baking soda. I tried to make dumplings that one time for chicken and dumplings. Normally I just use like canned biscuits or something, and it works great. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to make homemade dumplings. It was disgusting. It was so disappointing. Thank God we have corn dogs and taquitos in the freezer because it was absolutely nasty. Austin was watching me, and I put it in my mouth, and then I just immediately spit it back out, and I was like, "Don't do it, Austin." Nasty.
For Emma's very first birthday, she's my oldest, so I baked her a cake, and it was I had a Dora pan that a coworker let me borrow. And I did a really good job of baking it and then decorating it. Like it looked like Dora when I was done. Like I did the icing really well. I was really proud of myself. But after that, my sister started making her cakes. But one year I saw this new thing. It's not new anymore, but doing the cupcakes and then decorating them to look like it's a full cake.
Oh, yeah.
I said, I'm going to do Emma's cake this year, and I'm going to do these cupcakes.
Oh, gosh.
The icing was terrible.
Oh.
It was the year I just saw a thing on Facebook where I made an announcement to my family that she wanted to have a rainbow birthday party. So everyone just wear a different color shirt, like, red, purple, blue, whatever. So it'd be a rainbow party. So I tried to do like a rainbow with these cupcakes. It looked like a pile of poop on top of the cupcakes. And it was like the icing was like falling off the
Oh,
cupcakes.
no.
And I was like, I was sad because I ruined her cake. And I was like, who's going to want to even eat this? And Emma said, please don't ever do this again, Mom.
Oh, my gosh. Look, some of us are just not bakers. It just is what it is. And that's okay. Oh, my goodness.
I don't know how they decorate those. Maybe he can give me a lesson, because I think he's done that before.
Yeah. We had those at, like, instead of an actual cake, we had a lot of cupcakes at our wedding. It was really yummy. I don't remember. It was some bakery near the venue that did it, and they were really tasty. We had key lime cupcakes.
Ooh, I love key lime.
Chocolate, vanilla, key lime. I had an actual strawberry cake, because I'm okay. I don't like cake too much, and neither does Austin. But I love me a good strawberry cake. That's something else. How did we get on this?
I don't know. I veered us off in that direction.
Nah, it's okay. Oh yeah, you were just talking about how you don't have halls and just probably
Emma's
won't
birthday.
Have a couple halls.
Emma's birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any halls?
I mean, technically. And, for the record, for anybody who thinks I'm, like, forcing Becky to buy stuff, I'm not.
She's not.
It's okay. If we don't have hauls for, like, 2 months straight, really no problem. Like, it's just one of the little segments we just thought of to do. I just don't want people to think I'm, like, trying to pressure you or trying to pressure myself.
I don't want them to think you're trying to pressure me at all. Yeah, she's not. I promise.
Stuff.
She's holding a finger gun to me right now.
Buy stuff. No, I understand when you don't have money to splurge on just stuff. Like, I get that.
And remember, when the first couple months, wow, we've been doing this for a while now.
I know.
We kept saying we're going to go broke because of this podcast, because we weren't forcing ourselves to do it. We just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Like
Don't get me wrong. I like buying books.
You buy books more often than I do, and not like a whole, like only one or two, like here and there, but you buy books more often than I have been. But I was like, oh, I want to get books. I want to do, and it's really cool to have that goal. But we're also regular people like everyone who's listening to us. So we don't want to even encourage y'all to go out and just buy books you can't afford.
Yeah,
like,
for no
there's
reason.
no reason to do that. Like, if you can afford it and you want to, then you should.
Right.
But if you can't, then obviously bills and food come first.
Yeah, bills, food, and gas. You wouldn't believe the amount of people we see at work
running out of gas.
Ridiculous. I almost said the actual name. But
yeah,
I was
don't
like,
do that.
Nope, reeling it back.
I actually have to get gas when we leave here today. But
yeah.
And I because we come here for the podcast, and I started taking Ella to her art classes.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot more driving.
Right.
And I'm spending a lot more money on gas. I'm like, oh, I need to write this book.
Yeah.
So I can have gas money.
This is the daily sentence that we end up saying to each other is, oh gosh, I need to write.
Yes. I actually was. It's funny because I was listening to my book and found myself daydreaming about my book. I'm like, oh, I'm missing stuff. I got to stop daydreaming.
That's some of the best moments to actually sit down and write. When you can't stop thinking about something that you want to make, that's like the best time.
Yeah.
I've gotten several chapters out of anything just thinking about it. Like, I just get stuck on it. I'm like, oh, I really like this idea for a scene.
Have you written any of it?
Not in a few weeks, at least.
We watched the first episode of Castle last night.
Okay.
I've seen the series so many times, but the girls couldn't decide on something. They couldn't agree on something. And Ella goes, what about Castle? And the very first episode, he has writer's block.
Okay.
That's what leads him. That's not exactly what leads him to working with Kate in the department, but it is one of the things that propels him into it, because he needs a muse to help him write his new book. But he's playing poker with James Patterson.
Oh.
And another writer whose face I know, but his name always escapes me. But he's a famous writer too. Like, when I was a kid, we used to watch, I think it was Murder, She Wrote, and he would be typing on the typewriter, like at the end or at the beginning. I can't remember which. But he's been famous for a long time.
Yeah.
And I just can't think of his name. He actually maybe passed away now, but he always, Castle's always playing poker with all his writing buddies.
That's
and
funny.
I think it's cool that he has actual real life writers that people know and recognize playing poker with him. I think that's really cool.
That is cool.
Anyway, what else you got for us over there on that?
I do have a haul. I never technically said what it was.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
It's okay. I had ordered 3 more colors for my temperature blanket.
Ooh. How many rolls did you get? Or skeins, I should say.
Total? Or like in this one shipment?
In this shipment. You said you got a new color?
3. I got 3 new colors.
How many of those colors did you order?
Oh, okay. Good question. I see now. I understand. 3, because they're big.
Oh.
They're the really big ones.
Ooh.
So I don't think I will need more than 1 skein of the yarn for each of the colors. But I ordered 3 the other day. 2 came like yesterday or the day before. I got really annoyed because I'm ordering them through Joann.com and they use USPS to deliver. And the first time it wasn't so bad, but this last time when I got these 2, they were shoved in my mailbox so hard I almost couldn't get them out.
Whoa.
I don't even know how they got them in the mailbox. And it was ripping the package open. Like, I was literally moving my mailbox just trying to get this package out. And I'm like, what? And I was telling Austin that. I was like, that gets on my nerves.
Maybe it's
like,
not your normal male person.
Maybe.
We have the same issue in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like, we have one person. Actually, I think that they've moved to a different neighborhood. But we had one person who was really great.
Yeah.
But when she was sick or on vacation, whoever replaced her sucked. And this one person never puts the mail in the right boxes. He plays tic-tac-toe in our neighborhood or something. He's like, oh, well, 119, it doesn't matter what road. This is 119. We'll just shove it in here.
Yeah.
And it's never it's always the next street over.
Yeah.
And they've got our mail.
Yeah.
And it's just stupid.
That's so annoying.
And it's, never mind. I don't want to say what I'm going to say because it might sound political and we don't talk about politics. I'm just going to leave it there.
Yeah, just end it there. I always have that issue when I order Google products. For whatever reason, when I order Google products, it comes through FedEx. That's just what they use. But every time I have an issue. Every time. Like, I had ordered more Pixel Buds for Austin's birthday, his past birthday. And I kept saying they were delivered. And I was like, they're not here. Like, I'm about to have to contact them. And then one evening, some random lady comes to my front door from, like, streets down, not even this road, and is like, yeah, they dropped it off in my house. So I thought they were maybe going to come back and get it, but they didn't. So I brought it. And I was like, thank you so much for doing that.
So FedEx needs to pay her some money.
I'm like, this is not, oh my gosh. Anyway, yeah, I'm about to get mad too. So reeling it back.
So is your yarn okay?
The yarn's okay. The actual label around one of the yarn balls seems a little ripped up, but that's not that big of a deal. It's going to get taken off at some point anyway. But it was just really annoying. One color, I don't like when they send my one order, like, separately when there's multiple things inside of it. Like, I only got the 2 the other day, and I just got, the 3rd one is on the way now. And that bothers me.
Yeah.
But, like, that's not necessarily their fault. I don't know. Just maybe it wasn't. I don't know. It just wasn't processed at the same time the other 2 were processed, even though I ordered all 3 at the same time and all 3 were in stock to be shipped. So I don't know.
You're being very generous.
Yeah.
I'm more likely to be accepting of that from Amazon because they have so many providers. You're not necessarily ordering from the same person, and Amazon doesn't necessarily have that in their warehouse. So it might be coming directly from the seller. But Joann's, like, you order directly from them.
Yeah.
You're being too nice.
Yeah, it's
interesting. They should have sent them all at the same time.
And I don't get it. But, so that's on the way. I'm excited. I think it's going to leave me with only needing to get 4 colors. But I'm not going to have to get those for a while, like, until just before probably, like, May or June.
Right.
Whenever it starts to get, like, into the 80s again. So, obviously,
last week.
Right. It was toasty. They gave us hoodies at work, and I'm like, I can't even wear the hoodie.
I know.
Because it's 75 degrees and I'm hot.
And it's funny because we were all like, why did they give us t-shirts or hoodies? Why didn't they just give us hoodies? And they were all like, I could use a t-shirt right
Guess
now.
I need to take this hoodie off because I'm sweating.
Of course, I poured coffee all over myself, so I have one.
Yeah.
And now I feel guilty. Like, I feel like I should.
Nah.
Our one coworker was so sad, and part of me feels like I should give him my hoodie.
You offered and he said no, so you've already done your part.
I did offer it.
You've already done your part.
Ella's pretty attached to the hoodie.
I like it a lot.
She loves hoodies.
I do too. I'm obsessed.
I like hoodies myself. They are very comfortable, and it's nice to have that little hood you can just flip up when your head is cold.
Yeah.
Hoodies stay on my head better than actual hats.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's why I made that comment to your sister when we were at work and she had her hat on. I was like, your hat stays on your head a lot better than my hat stays on my head. And she said her head is big, but I feel like that's why the hats don't stay on my head. Like, I pull them down and then they just start shriveling and then bouncing off my head.
That is very interesting.
Well, if she didn't, it would be, her head would probably look disproportionate.
Yeah.
She's pretty tall.
She is very tall. I guess we should talk about books.
Talk about books.
Anyway, okay, so yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask you, can you officially say that you are at least halfway through Run, Rose, Run?
No. I'm looking at my bookmark right now.
No! Wait, where's your bookmark? I can't see it on this end.
I'm using the desk jacket.
Okay, I see.
I'm in chapter 27. And I was going to read 5 chapters yesterday, as a matter of fact, but it's Christmas time, so my girls are very interested in watching Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And I was very interested in the other book, the audio book. Mm-hmm. So I have not picked this up since last week. I am still reading it. It is still interesting.
You still like it?
I still like it.
Because, if you don't like it, you don't have to force yourself to read it.
I know. But here's a fun fact about me. Once I start something, and it has to be pretty bad for me to not finish it as far as TV or actually probably even really books go. Like, it has to be pretty bad for me to not finish, because once I've started it, no matter how terribly boring it is, I want to know how it ends.
Yeah, I'm similar.
And so even if this book wasn't any good, I'd probably still read it. The only thing I can see changing my mind is like with that Iain Reid book.
Yeah.
I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
But that hardly ever happens.
Yeah.
Literally hardly ever happens, because I just am curious and want to know how something ends.
Yeah.
Even my dad, I'll be watching something with my dad and he'll be like, this is boring, and he'll turn it off, and I'm thinking, I wanted to know how it ends.
We started it. May as well finish it. No, I'm very similar. Like, it takes a lot for me to not like a book. Mm-hmm. But once it happens, once I finally cross that line, I'm done. I'm not doing it.
Right. I probably would have finished the Iain Reid book if I hadn't already. That was during the time that we had read Goblin and Lock Every Door. Mm-hmm. And
you were all left out.
Yeah, and I made your mom almost die in a car accident when I said we were effed out.
Yeah, you were all left out. I get it.
So if funny. I hadn't have already read those other books and been just like done, mm-hmm. I probably would have finished that one too.
That was I'm Thinking of Ending Things? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, it's okay you didn't.
Yeah. After you read it and watched the movie, I was thankful that I spared myself. But
you would have been like, what the F is happening? That's what you would have said. Not around your children, who are not in this room, for any full disclosure. Oh my gosh.
Your mom's going to laugh when she hears this conversation.
Yeah. I knew you had said, you were like, I can't wait to say I'm at least halfway through Run, Run, Run. So I was like, let me ask her.
I'll let you know when that happens.
Please. February.
Well, we're not recording Christmas Day.
Yeah. Or the
day after Christmas. So I probably will get more I'll probably get caught up on that. We'll probably even finish Harry Potter. I'm not even halfway through Harry Potter yet either.
We don't want to talk. We're not going to talk about it.
But we might, because we won't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
We might get a lot of good reading done.
Yeah. So I'm excited too.
Don't tell the girls. Just kidding.
We're not going to get to do anything but read. Okay. So with what you've already said, you've probably already answered the next question, which is, have you finished anything?
I finished my audiobook.
Oh, yay!
hold on. I think it's Dragonspell is the first one that I finished reading. Let me
think
pull
you're right.
up Scribed. I finished it actually on the way here. And so with the first dragon book that I started, which was the second dragon book, I was 15 chapters in. So I finished Dragonspell. Yeah, that was the first one by Donita K. Paul. I finished listening to that this morning. And then I re-picked up in Dragonquest, which is the second one. So I'm in chapter 15. So I've got one completed, and I'm in chapter 15 of the second one.
Exciting.
So
did you completely start Dragon Quest over, or did you just save where you were?
I did not. I saved where I was.
Just curious.
And it's funny because I was like, am I going to remember what's happening? And as they're going along, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's what was happening. So I've kind of picked up where I've remembered where I left off.
Yeah.
Just by listening to the brief bit that I listened to. So I did finish one thing this week.
Yay. That's so exciting.
I also worked on Christmas presents, and I'm mailing 5 of them out this week.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good.
Yeah.
The other ones I don't have to mail, thankfully.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
I need to work more on Christmas gifts. I need to buy some like wrapping paper. I need to like do anything that I need to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay. Well, okay, cool. I finished 2 things.
Okay.
I'm just going to go ahead and let it be known to the public. I DNF'd A Ruin of Roses, the Kindle book that I started.
It was just too much.
Yeah, if I didn't want to, like, I don't want to have to mark this one as explicit as well, this episode, so I'm not going to, like, say exactly anything about that book, except that it crossed the line. Like, it was already a lot in the beginning, and I was like, oh wow, okay, we're just gonna keep going, maybe it'll get more interesting with the relationship. I just couldn't. I think I got to like chapter 7 or something, and I got to like the end of one of the chapters, and it was just one of the sentences. I was like, ew. Gross. You didn't have to do it. You didn't have to word it this way. You don't have to do this. KF Breene. You don't have to do this to me. I didn't realize, from the beginning, when I started it, I started to realize, but I never realized that it was, like, just so graphic, and it's graphic, and I was dealing with it, but it just crossed the line. It just did, and I was like, I can't. It's too much. It's gross. But it's got, like, a 4.3 average rating.
Whoa, who are these people reading this book?
You wild folks. Which, whatever. People like to read all sorts of stuff. People are entitled to their own opinions and all that jazz.
If anyone's listening who likes her books, sorry.
Yeah, no offense.
No offense.
Like, I'm glad you could get through it. But I couldn't. I was like, yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave this one. I'm gonna let this one die on me. That's what I'm gonna do. So I get for trying to pick up a Kindle book when I'm supposed to just be doing audio. But whatever.
So did you finish anything this week then?
I did. I still did finish 2 things. I finished. Well, okay. Since our last recording, I finished 2 things. I feel like I should say it like that.
Right.
So I had finished Beautiful Little Fools by Jillian Cantor. Mm-hmm. That is the expansion upon the end of The Great Gatsby. And I really enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure I gave it a 5-star. Maybe
All
been
right.
4, maybe been 4.5, but I think it was a 5. I really, really enjoyed it. There were a few things that I was like, you didn't have to do that. But even so, I still thoroughly enjoyed it. Let's see. I have several notes jotted down.
Okay.
We're gonna go to the notes. Maybe we should start over here. I always start my notes. Oh, that was the chair.
Oh,
I always
sorry.
start the notes in my bookshelf app, and then when I run out, I go to my notes in my phone. And when I run out, it's always that means something.
Yeah.
So my biggest qualm with this book, and I'm being completely biased when I say this, just because I like The Great Gatsby a lot. I like the like forbidden romance, tragic affair to it. Like I just like it. I think it's tragically romantic. It just is. I like how hopeful Gatsby is. throughout the whole thing. And I think my biggest issue with Beautiful Little Fools is that Jillian Cantor sort of made Gatsby seem almost predatory, as opposed to the fact that Daisy completely willingly wanted to be with Gatsby, as opposed to Tom Buchanan, because Tom sucks. And so, hate that guy.
Tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, hate that guy. And but probably one of my least favorite fictional characters of all time. And so I really feel like in Beautiful Little Fools, she sort of portrayed him as more predatory just towards women in general. But then when they meet up again, she's happy to see him. But from her point of view, in her mind, she's like, I don't feel anything for him anymore. I used to. There was a time when I did, but I don't now. And it's almost like he's just bothering her to spend time with him, when that's not the case at all in the book and the movies at all. And so throughout the whole thing, he gets sort of portrayed, you hear that mouse toy? He gets sort of portrayed as this almost villainous character that I feel like was just totally, I don't think that's how his character was supposed to be portrayed at all. But, I mean, this was her book. The rights on The Great Gatsby were given up. They were released a few years ago, was when she started writing this book. So, I mean, she can do whatever she wants with her book, which is fine. And she just threw that toy.
Yeah, I've been watching her. Yeah, that kind of sucks that she would mess up the whole. I feel like if you're gonna write a book that expands on a previous, very well known, very well liked work, you shouldn't change character relationships. You should expound upon if you want to change the relationship as they go along in your book, that's one thing. But to completely change the whole premise of their relationship doesn't make sense. Why would you do that? Because then you're going to have, it's interesting, you still gave it a 5-star.
Yeah.
But you're going to have people who are fans be really let down, be really upset. It's like when they do a sequel to a movie and it sucks because it's just, they change things in the sequel from how the first movie played out, and it doesn't make any sense.
Right.
Like, why would you write a book like that?
Right. I agree.
I'm surprised you gave it a 5-star, because you actually did tell me at work about that you were kind of upset with how she was writing their relationship. So I'm interested. It's interesting that you gave it a 5-star.
Yeah. No, yeah. I agree. It is interesting. I still gave it a 5-star.
Is it because as a standalone, like if you had never read The Great Gatsby? The Great Gatsby, it as a standalone, it's good.
Yeah. And that is a reason. It was still written so well. Like, she clearly put so much effort and genuine love and care into this, because she likes The Great Gatsby. That's like her favorite book. And there's an author's note at the end that is read at the end of the audiobook as well. You know, half the time the author's note are not actually mentioned in the audiobook. It actually just went right into it, and she just went on and on and on about how, like, she's always loved this classic. She really wanted something that could fill the gaps in between the points of view that you never get to see in the original book and everything, which I think she did very well. I mean, she wrote it just with a lot of care and effort. I do just still think it was just odd how she decided to portray Gatsby, and I wish she didn't. But it was still enjoyable. And even there's a twist. So this book I need to just go ahead and say this. If she had labeled it also as a retelling, that would be different. But because it didn't happen during the time frame of The Great Gatsby, I guess that's one of the reasons she didn't. But it does expand on it, and it has like a bit of a mystery twist in this story. And there's a twist, and I dug it. I dug it a lot. I thought, wow, I like this. And it was still very interesting. I still feel like we got to be in this group of people that you meet in The Great Gatsby. You've still got to be in their lives for a little bit longer. And if you like The Great Gatsby and you like that group of people, it's still very enjoyable to read, if that makes any sense. So I do wish she didn't quite change Gatsby as much, Because, I mean, even in the original book and in the movies, like, you are sort of led to believe that, yeah, he's done some sketchy stuff, because that's sort of how he got all of his money.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like a morally gray thing that you just don't care about, because you care more about the fact that he is so in love with Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
That he does everything he does for Daisy.
Mm-hmm.
And you love the fact that when she gets to meet him again, she's also in love with him.
Mm-hmm.
So I do wish she didn't change him quite like she did, but it was still really good. It really was. But that's my spiel about that one. Then, any further questions?
No, I was just going to say, what else did you finish?
I finished the third book in a series called Before Your Memory Fades by Toshikazu Kawaguchi.
Okay.
It is translated Japanese fiction, which I do tend to enjoy, unless it's Haruki Murakami with the cats. Anyway, so Before Your Memory Fades is the third book in the Before the Coffee Gets Cold series. A lot of people like it. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's a pretty, I don't want to say pretty well-known series, but like it is once you read it, it's a really well-loved series.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes, how can it be well-loved but not well-known? I don't know. I've listened to all three on audio, so if anybody wants to buy me the set for Christmas, that's fine. I've listened to all three on audio. The first two, I listened to them on Scribed, and then I was getting too impatient to wait for it to finally get on Scribed, the third one, so I used a sacred credit on Audible for it, and listened to it on there. I really enjoy all three of these books.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is called just Before the Coffee Gets Cold. The second one is called Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tales from the Cafe, or Tales of the Cafe, one of those. And then this one is Before Your Memory Fades. So this is what I've jotted down, my thorough review notes section. I'm a professional, everyone, so... To enjoy this book, or even the second book in the series, you don't need to have read the first one. There are a few things that get referenced in the second and the third that you would understand better if you had read the first, but you don't really necessarily have to do that. They all flow well on their own, but you may as well start with the first one, because you're just going to want to hear more of the heartfelt stories about the people who visit this cafe, and so you may as well start in order. Like, you're going to want to.
Right.
You're going to want to get more of it, so you may as well just start with the first one. But they all do flow pretty well on their own. All of the books basically have the same premise. So with that being said, I'm just going to read the synopsis from the first book. Here I go. If you could go back in time, who would you want to meet? In a small back alley of Tokyo, there is a cafe that has been serving carefully brewed coffee for more than 100 years. Local legend says that this shop offers something else besides the coffee. The chance to travel back in time. Over the course of one summer, 4 customers visit the cafe in the hopes of making that journey. But time travel isn't so simple. There are rules that must be followed. Most important, the trip can only last as long as it takes for the coffee to get cold. Heartwarming, wistful, mysterious, and delightfully quirky, Toshikazu Kawaguchi's internationally best-selling novel explores the age-old question, what would you change if you could go back in time? That's just a synopsis from the first book. It's really good. But when I first thought about the synopsis this morning when I was typing this, I was like, I'm pretty sure it says all of the rules to the cafe and everything, but it doesn't. So that's kind of fun. And now I'm not going to tell you what they are. So every single one of these books made me cry like a crazy person. You think that when you start off in these books that you won't be sobbing by the end, but then the way that the author writes about the humanity and like the woes of these characters, the floodgates come down. That's how it was for me, at least. I'm also I cry kind of easily, and I hide it pretty well.
Yeah.
But I cry pretty easily, mainly with like shows and books. It's the second it gets too sweet, I'm like, oh, the tears, they start coming. They're really heartfelt. They make you think about the people in your life and long for the people who aren't in your life anymore. If you're looking for something that's melancholy but hopeful, these books are great. They are originally in Japanese and they were translated to English. I think whoever translated these books did a fantastic job, and any sort of translation barrier, language barrier, whatever, was little to none, in my opinion. There was this really funny moment, though, in the third book that I just finished, where there seemed to be sort of like a translation quirk. You know how there's some things in another language, like a saying that they say in their language,
yes,
that just doesn't quite translate over.
Right.
And I think it was just really funny. They said, so at one point they say, let me try and see like an example. More like, it's something along the lines, how I interpret it is something along the lines of like, what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
What will be, will be,
Mm-hmm.
basically. But they said it was like water off a duck's back. And then later on, there's a whole nother half of that they said, is that it's like water off of a duck's back or like pee off of a frog's face. and I stopped the audiobook and I was like, what? Pee off of a frog's face? Pardon? And I just thought that was really funny. And I mean, there's just some things that just don't completely translate over. Then
right.
And they never will. Like, it just is what it is. But I thought that was the funniest thing.
It's not just phrases that don't always translate. It's, you could have a word that has a meaning, but there's not a word in the other language that you're trying to translate to that has that meaning. Like, you have to have a whole phrase to replace one word.
Right.
My aunt told me one time about her mother-in-law. She was Greek. And actually, I think, if I understand correctly, she was from the royal line in Greece. She wasn't, like, in line to be queen or anything like that, but she was part of that upper crust of their society.
Yeah.
And when the war broke out over there, she had to flee. But a lot of her friends that grew up in her circle all spoke Greek and French and several of, like, 5 different languages. And so when she heard her talking to her friends on the phone or whatever, she would hear her speaking in different languages. They all did this. Like, if there was an idea they were trying to convey, but the right word wasn't in Greek, it was in French, they'd pull from French and they would just insert that word into what they were saying. If it was an English word, they'd do the same thing. So whenever you heard them speaking, they were speaking in 5 different languages all at one time.
Yeah. Because
they wanted to convey what they wanted to convey, and they all understood. That's how they grew up talking to each other.
That's pretty amazing.
That is really cool. If ever there was a proponent for learning another language, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's really cool. I mean, that's really cool if you can do that. But otherwise, we do sit back and wonder why are people peeing on frogs' faces? Might need to learn some Japanese.
Yeah, I thought it was so funny. I think it's amazing when people can learn at least another language.
Yeah.
But to know like 5 other languages, that's astounding to me.
These people who are linguists, I'm impressed with them.
Yeah.
It's very impressive.
I wish I could be.
I would love to have that ability.
Yeah.
To be able to read or hear in other languages and to just be able to have conversations with. Sometimes we have guests who come, they don't speak English.
Right.
It would be so lovely to be able to speak in their language so that they could understand.
Yeah.
I know this is getting a little bit political, but not everyone who comes here is of an age where they can learn English, or maybe they're just visiting, so they don't know English. And it irritates me when I hear people say, why don't you just learn English?
Oh, yeah. Like, it's just that easy.
So if you go to visit Japan, do you know Japanese?
Right.
Or if you go to visit France, do you know French?
Right.
Do you know Italian? Like, sometimes people make comments that are so uneducated.
And just mean.
Yeah. I've always wished that I could talk to other people in their languages.
Yeah. That would be amazing.
Because it's not that easy for everyone to learn another language.
Yeah.
It
Especially
is awesome.
English. English is one of the hardest languages to learn.
I've heard that, and one reason is because we have all these rules about spelling and grammar, but then we break those rules because we also pull from French or Spanish. Like, we have a lot of words that are not strictly English.
Yeah.
German, we pull from German. Mm-hmm. And also, when we first broke away from England, Daniel Webster changed a lot of the spellings to our words because he didn't want to be associated with England.
Yeah.
So he changed how we spell things. Mm-hmm. So even with having our rules, we don't follow a lot of our rules. So that's what makes it hard, because we have rules and then we break them.
Yeah.
And I don't think other languages do that. Like, they have rules.
They stick to it.
And they follow those rules.
Yeah. I know. I'm
Americans,
right there with you.
Rule breakers.
Americans. Anyway. But no, that one little thing they said in the audiobook, I thought that was so funny. That was the only thing that I feel like could have been a slightly quirky translation.
Right.
I don't want to say issue, but just something.
I wonder how they struggled with that. Like,
yeah.
How can I translate this?
Yeah, like, am I just going to literally just translate this? I mean, it was so funny. But yeah, no, that series is really good. That series is really heartfelt. I just really liked them. I liked all of them. Thoroughly enjoyed them. I hope there's more so that I can cry some more. Because
sometimes we just need to cry.
Sometimes that's what you need. Sometimes you just need to read a heartfelt book and just sob in the kitchen while you're doing dishes. So
exactly. And your husband walks through and goes, okay.
Man, when I read How High We Go in the Dark by Sequoia Nagamatsu, I had started it on audio because I kept seeing it on like BookTube and I was like, oh, that looks great. It's a pandemic book, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it's on Scribe. Let me listen to it. I got to the 5th chapter. By the end of the 5th chapter, I was sobbing. I mean, I might get a little choked up right now thinking about it, but I was sitting on the couch sobbing hysterically. And I was like, if Austin comes downstairs right now, he's going to think I'm insane. And so after that, I was like, I'm ordering it on Amazon. I can't listen to it. Every chapter, I was crying. And then the 5th one, I was like, I cannot.
Can you imagine if you were the person reading it for Scribed?
I'm pathetic, Becky. I couldn't.
I'm crying.
Yeah. Can we just, man, this is take 5 of this same chapter. I know, but this author was just really getting my feelings right now. Sometimes you just need to sob like a lunatic when you read. So I am currently reading 2 books.
Okay.
I know we just went off on the longest.
Your face.
It's because I'm guilty. I started a physical book when I'm not supposed to. But I couldn't help it. I did it anyway.
What are you reading?
I'm reading a middle grade book. Okay. Something that's appropriate for kids.
Okay.
Wild. I'm reading Soul Riders.
Okay.
Soul Riders, Jorvik Calling by Helena Dahlgren. And I don't know if I said her name right. It was translated by Agnes Broom.
What's it translated from? It looks like you're
Swedish.
Halfway through. Oh, Swedish.
Yeah. So I'm just about halfway through now. This is a trilogy. Okay. I have all 3 of them and I bought them solely because I saw the cover of this one and I said, that looks exactly like a video game I used to play when I was younger. So I bought it and I thought it was just an odd coincidence. I was like, maybe they just saw the idea of the video game and were like, we're going to make books out of that. I don't know. And for the longest time, I really didn't think that they were associated at all. Turns out they are.
Oh.
Turns out they're by the same people. So the people who did the Starshine Legacy PC video games, I believe their company is Star Stable. Could be wrong. Could technically be a different name who did the video games. But I know they're the same people. They also decided to make these little books. I think these books are sequels to the video games. Mm-hmm. I haven't played them in a long time. They have a downloadable version now on their website that you can go to and play. I haven't done that yet. I might do that. I really enjoy those games. My sister would sit next to me and watch me play them for like hours. They're middle grade fantasy, I guess you would say. They maybe magical realism too. These books are about a group of girls who befriend one another. They live on, I think it is an island country, I think, called Jorvik. And obviously, I guess it's based off of a Swedish place. Mm-hmm. They're about all these girls befriending each other. And it's really wholesome. It's not too heartfelt. Don't worry, you probably won't cry. But it is really just nice. Like the way these girls are coming together and becoming friends with each other. Just the pure friendship with it is really sweet. They are all equestrians. Whether it be they've always been equestrians or they're just learning or they were equestrians, but then something happened and they didn't think they would ever get back in the saddle until now. Anything like that, they're all equestrians. So if you're looking for something that is horsey related
I might like that. for myself.
Least. Yeah, no,
I love horses.
I love these.
Horses, that's my favorite. Those have been my favorite animals at least since 6th grade. I love horses. They're so beautiful and graceful.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to want to ride. I think that'd be really neat.
Yeah, so far I'm really enjoying it. I knew I would enjoy it because I enjoyed the game, So going into it, I knew it was going to be a positive experience. I'm not finished with it yet. I was thinking that if I had time before y'all got here to record, that I would sit down and not write. I should do that. I would sit down and read.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't have time though. I was doing bookcast research for our next episode for our book tag.
Oh yeah.
So I found a book tag. That's great.
Okay.
But point being, I didn't get to read yet. But maybe when y'all leave, I'll completely neglect the podcast and just read.
You should.
We'll see.
I think it's really cool that you got it because it reminded you of the games, and then it in fact was based on the games. It's really cool.
That. I loved it.
That's
it's
so
great.
Awesome.
But yeah, if you're looking for anything equestrian related, horsey related, magical, found family, friendship related, if you played the Starshine Legacy games and were like, I never thought I'd see anything like this again, you might want to buy these. They are middle grade though, so if you don't like middle grade, you might have some qualms with it. Maybe if you have kids though, you could read these books. I don't know. I like middle grade and you like middle grade, so
yeah,
it's a win-win all the way around, honestly. So it's really enjoyable so far. The connections these girls are having with their horses is really fun too. So if you're also like an animal lover, it's really fun to read about.
That's cool.
It's like the way they can speak to their animals. Also, it makes you wish that you could talk to your animals like that.
I was going to ask you
and have a connection with them like that.
Yeah.
But oh well, we live in the normal world,
right? What a shame.
The movie Up.
I
always wish I could have collars to put on them so that they could talk to me.
Yeah.
Look at them. They are KO'd right now.
Yes, they are.
But
that's good.
I love the idea of having like a dog collar. I could just put on my dog so they could talk to me. Love
this is going to sound stupid.
Nah.
I've only seen Up once because it made me so sad. I was like, a cartoon shouldn't make me this sad. And I can't watch it again. I've never watched it again. Sounds stupid.
No, it does not sound stupid because I can't watch A Star is Born again. I can't and I won't. Although Up is so sweet.
It is sweet.
It is heartbreaking in the beginning, but it is so sweet. Every Disney movie, the older I've gotten, I've realized every single Disney movie I watch makes me cry. And
they're like Hallmark for kids.
I mean, every single one. It doesn't matter. I cry.
That's funny.
Brother Bear, have you ever cried about 2 cartoon bears more in your life? I cried. Up. Oh my gosh, Coco. Don't even get me started on Coco.
We love Coco.
Love Coco. Yeah, so no, it's not stupid. I understand the fact that you don't want to put yourself through that turmoil again. But yeah, no. I'm really enjoying this. Soul Riders by Helena
think you're going to
Dahlgren.
read the next one, like, immediately?
I think I will. Since I have them, I'll go ahead and probably just plow through them. And they're all pretty much the same length. So that is my one issue. I am enjoying this so much, but I know it's for middle grade. We'll do that. But I know it's for middle grade, and typically middle grade books can be smaller and shorter, but I wish it was a lot bigger.
Yeah.
I wish it was like the Harry Potters of Star Stable brand. Anyway. And technically I'm also listening to an audiobook. I'll just go ahead and say that. It's also, I think, appropriate for kids. Notice I said I think. Because I was listening to it this morning and it did say a bad word. And I was like, oh, maybe it's not. I've never read this book, though, but I used to love the movie. It is Bridge to Terabithia.
Oh.
So, if you've seen Bridge to Terabithia and sobbed hysterically when you watched that, you might want to read the book and sob hysterically.
Are you sobbing yet?
Not yet. I know I will, though, because I've seen the movie. But so far it's pretty enjoyable. It's a little sad. I haven't seen the movie in a long time, so I forgot about the household lives that these kids have until I'm now listening to the audiobook and I'm like, oh, this is sad.
I bought Bridge to Terabithia when Emma was little. And then Bridge to Terabithia came out and I was like, wait a minute, that's not, it was a different version, an older version. And So there's multiple versions of the movie, which I didn't know when I bought the first one. And but anyway, Emma was really little, and she hasn't watched it with me. Like, she's never seen it. And I bought it to watch with her, but she wasn't interested. So we might have to find it and watch it together and see if she likes it.
Was it the 2013 movie?
No. So I bought it.
Oh, I'm sorry, 2007 movie.
Must have.
I don't know why I said 2013. It's the the 2007 movie that I'm thinking of with
No, because I think it was older. Hold on, let me see.
It may have been. I'm thinking of the one with Josh Hutcherson and Anna Sophia Robb.
Yeah, I think that's the newest.
Zooey Deschanel. Yeah. I think that is the newest adaptation of it.
Yeah, there's a 1985 version.
Oh, okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's the one that I got because I think I bought it before the other movie came out.
Yeah.
Which actually, no, I would have had to bought it after because that one came out in 2007.
Yeah.
So Emma wasn't born until 2008. So that came out a year before she was born. I probably just accidentally bought the wrong one. But the 1985 one is the one that I bought. And maybe what I'm remembering is maybe it wasn't released on video yet.
Right. When
I bought the other one.
Yeah.
And so I thought I was buying that one, but I didn't. But anyway, she's never seen it regardless. Because she wasn't interested.
She might like it.
She might.
She probably would like it. It's a good movie. It's just
it wasn't. When she was little, she only wanted to watch cartoons.
Yeah.
And it was really hard. Even when we watched like the Disney princess movies, she wouldn't. Ella's a lot like this too. They don't sit still to actually watch things. It's more like a background noise.
Yeah.
As they do other things, and it's easier to get them to sit down for longer periods of time now that they're older.
Right.
But I think because it wasn't a cartoon, she wasn't interested.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had completely forgotten about it until you were talking about it just now.
And I realized I never said the author. It's Bridge to Terabithia is by Katherine Peterson. Just, trying to do my duties here on the podcast. And failing. But
it's my fault today. I just keep yapping and
No, it's okay. It's fine. I'm glad that you're yapping. I need your yapping. So I did have one more question that I wanted to ask you.
Okay.
And then one more thing to say.
Okay.
Small things. So I know we mentioned this to each other, not on the podcast, maybe on the podcast. I don't think it was on the podcast though. Like in person at work, probably. Mm-hmm. How I said, I think we should do like a stats video, not a video. We don't have videos. Somebody at work was like, "Oh man, do you have videos to go with your recordings?" And I was like, "No, but I'm glad somebody would like to see that. So at some point, maybe."
Yeah.
No, fudge. What was I saying?
You said
stats. Stats. So I want to do a stats. Let me just say the word, a statistics episode.
Okay.
And I feel like I sound like a doofus just saying stats.
Saying you want to do a statistics episode might make you sound like a doofus, but anyway.
More like a dork.
Yeah.
You're right.
A geek.
Yeah. So I knew I mentioned that to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized we haven't spoken about that since.
Right.
So I wanted to know if you were keeping track any sort of way of your reading. And if you were, how was that going?
I'm not, but I think January 1st I'll start so that maybe when we get halfway through next year, maybe we can stop and do a stats.
Okay.
For both of us. You can do one for you.
Yeah.
Because you've been keeping track.
I have.
For probably all year.
Yeah.
But you were also reading before I was and already doing that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right.
So we had talked about, you had mentioned that. But no, I haven't started keeping any statistics.
And that's honestly not even to really pressure you. It just, that sort of stuff just gets me excited.
It would be fun to do.
Yeah.
Talking about being a dork, I was just talking to Emma the other day. I can't say any names because I don't want them to be upset, although they might remember this conversation. But she said I sounded like a dork or a geek because I was talking about something and I said, well, I don't know if I am classified as a geek because, I mean, a geek would, know the name of the spider from Harry Potter or the spider from Lord of the Rings. No. And I'm like, who actually knows the name of the spiders? And I was like, well.
Actually.
You do, but well, from Harry Potter. I don't know if you know the one from Lord of the Rings.
I can't think of the one from Lord of the Rings.
But one of our coworkers, I was having a conversation about like, I don't know the name of the spider. And he goes, oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I was like,
I remember that day.
You remember that day?
Yeah.
He probably does too. Hi.
She didn't mean any offense, and you know that.
So I don't know if I'm a true geek or not.
I think it depends on if you're aspiring to be a geek or not.
I mean, I could be, but by the time we get into next year,
you're going to be geeking out?
I might be a pretty big geek.
We'll see.
I'm definitely
funny.
A dork.
Yeah. I literally said to somebody the other day at work, I said, Becky is the coolest person I know. And I think it was my sister, and she looked at me, and she was all offended for a second, and I was like, I didn't say funniest, because that's her thing.
That's her job.
I said, but
she's
Becky's
pretty
like,
funny.
She is so funny. She's like the funniest person I know. But I was like, Becky's so cool. Like,
thanks, I appreciate that. You know, our boss put us together, all three of us, the other day, and I was thinking, this is never going to happen again. Because we have too much fun.
Yeah, I know. So I just wanted to ask you about your little statistics, if they were going, how they were going, if
they're
were going.
not.
Yeah, it's cool.
But that's okay. Maybe I should start that when I start the temperature blanket.
Yeah. I still think if you would be okay with it as my partner in crime.
Yeah.
If we could do an episode where at least I talked about myself.
Yeah. Listen. I love you. I'm pretty okay with any idea you have. I can't imagine me ever arguing with you or disagreeing with you on an idea that you have. Sometimes I feel like, guys, so sorry to be emotional. I'm not going to cry though.
We'll see.
I feel like you do way more for the podcast than I do. I just show up and talk. So anytime you want to do something, I feel like that is highly appropriate. Because you deserve
snap.
You deserve to have whatever you want, ma'am.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. I think you contribute a little bit more than you realize. Because, I mean, you show up and you talk to me, and that's great. And I really appreciate that. And within the coming months and year, we'll both probably be so overwhelmed. It'll be great. So, we'll see. No, don't even worry about it. But I think it would be fun to do a little. She is crying, by the way.
No, I'm not.
She's pretending that she's not. Yeah, I just think it'd be fun. So that's my point. So
it
the
would
other
be.
Little what?
It would be.
Oh yeah. Sorry. So little funny fact that I just think is just funny. This is the 19th episode, so it's going to be coming out next Monday, which will be, when you hear this, people, your current Monday, which will be the 19th.
Yeah,
so I just
really
think that's
cool.
funny.
That's
that
so
the 19th
cool.
episode is coming out the 19th. That's all I wanted to say.
That is so cool. I love that little fun fact.
And now I know the 19th is also Emma's birthday.
Yeah.
So that's even cooler. Is she going to be 14?
She's going to be 14.
Wow.
Y'all, I'm freaking out. We're closer to driving, and I'm so scared.
Yeah, that's scary.
Oh, every time someone almost kills me, I worry about her.
Yeah.
And she's not even driving yet.
I was like that with my sister when I was helping teach my sister to drive. Every time, I mean, even now, I still think like, oh, she's on the way to my house. Oh my gosh, what if somebody hits her? Like, will she know what to do when if something happens? I get so worried just because.
And it's just your sister. Imagine how your parents.
Yeah.
My poor parents had 6.
Yeah.
6 of us to worry about.
To drive. Yeah, it'll be fine.
I want to ask you, how is your sweater going for our coworker?
Okay, yeah. Great. We're still at a standstill. Yeah.
Because of the...
Did
you talk to him about that?
I did talk to him about it, though. He was like, no, it's fine. I mean, you'll get it done when you get it done. And I was like, are you sure you don't want your money back, at least for the time being? Mm-hmm. He was like, no, I'll just have to give it to you then. So I was like, okay.
He's pretty laid back.
He is pretty laid back. So, and I have been, they're supposed to email me when that color comes in, mm-hmm. but I have been also just sort of checking the website every day, mm-hmm. just to see in case they don't email me for some reason. But so far they haven't gotten any more in. So, but when they do, I'm ordering it. I'm going to order probably more than I need. That way I don't freak out again.
Right.
Oh, there is going to be, sorry. There is going to be, we're not going to have anything to talk about next week. except the book tag. There's going to be a Monday in February where I won't be here to record. There's going to be 2 Mondays in a row that I won't be here to record.
Oh, okay.
So look out, guys. We don't know what we're going to do, but we're going to do something.
Well, we did double up when I went to Ohio.
Yeah.
So we can definitely, for that 1 week, we could probably double up.
Right.
I don't know if you want to triple up.
I don't know if I can triple
like
up.
a lot.
I don't know. We'll see.
I might need to save some money now so we can go out to eat dinner because it sounds like we're going to be here for a while.
We're going to go eat Mexican. We'll figure that out.
That's funny.
That's
funny. We'll have to talk about that some more.
Oh, that's
all you have?
It. I think I actually successfully
made it through all of your notes?
Made it through, except one funny thing. This
okay.
last episode that is out today, episode 18, it should be. Maybe it was 17. It doesn't matter. One of those episodes.
It should be 18 because next week is 19.
Right.
Yeah.
Should be. I just don't remember if, it doesn't matter. One of the episodes recently, Becky says the word thump. But for a split second, it doesn't necessarily sound like the word thump. I did a double take when I was editing. I was like, did she just say a dirty word? But she doesn't. She's trying to say thump. So just FYI.
I forgot you told me about that.
You might know it when you hear it. There was one episode, somebody messaged me, and they were like, I think it was me, and they thought for a second that I, said some curse words. And then they were like, but I know you didn't, but it sounded really funny for a second. So just FYI, everybody.
That's funny because there's a song that I listen to, and I swear every time I listen to it, I don't remember what it is now, but I always think they say the F word. I'm like,
yeah,
they don't put the F word on regular radio. I'm like that. And so it took me literally 3 times listening to it to be like, okay, I'm going to actually listen to this.
Yeah.
What are they saying? And when it came on, I said, oh, okay. But now I still hear the F word every single
Even
time.
Though you know that's
and
not
I know
what they
that's
say.
not what they're saying.
I do that all the time. Recently, and it wasn't with curse words. It was just, I feel like I know what they're saying in these lyrics, but it sounds off. So I finally look up the lyrics and I'm like, I was wrong. They're not saying what I thought they said. Just kind of funny how my ears pick up totally different words. But
so
whatever.
funny. And the thing that made it so funny when you said that was because I literally spent so much time talking about how much I hate that word.
Yeah.
And you thought I said it. And you're like, whoa.
It was funny. And I was thinking, was there any... I kept re-listening to it. And I was like, I know she's saying thump, but it sounds like she's saying the F word. But she's not. It was just funny. I left it in, so...
That's so funny. I'm glad you left it in.
Yeah.
I can't wait to listen to it. I was listening to one of the podcasts this morning because I'm a couple weeks behind.
Yeah.
I don't remember which number it is. It's the one where we talk about your train trip.
Okay.
And I had started it, but I didn't finish it. So I was listening to that and laughing. So I'm sure I'll eventually one day this week listen to the other one. And I'll have a good giggle.
Yeah.
There was one thing I wanted to say last week that I forgot. I even had it in my notes.
Oh, right. And then once we finished recording, you were like, oh, look at that. I didn't talk about it.
So now it's like a couple weeks. It's over and done with. But for anyone who likes Little Women or Louisa May Alcott in general, I only realized this because I had a friend who posted it on Facebook. She posted, "Happy birthday, Louisa May Alcott." And I was like, oh, that's neat. And I think it's probably one of her favorite writers. She loves classics. She's always reading a classic with her kids. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But her birthday was November 29th.
Oh, okay.
So we're a couple weeks removed from it. We were only 1 week removed from it when I was going to talk about it.
Right.
But I just wanted to mention that because she is one of the great American writers.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of writers that we read are English or French, not really a lot of great American English writers that get talked about a lot. Of course, Great Gatsby is written by a great American writer, but we do have great writers from America.
Right.
But of course, we're not as old of a country as other places, so we don't have as many great writers, quote unquote. But something interesting that I looked her up on Wikipedia. when I saw that. And something really super cool is that she grew up with, like, she knew these people. They were in her parents' home. Ralph Waldo Emerson, Nathaniel Hawthorne, Henry David Thoreau, Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. Those are some really cool people. And I never thought about her being like in the same time period necessarily with those people.
Yeah.
I don't even think that we always think of, oh, this is the time period this person was in or whatever.
Right. It never clicks.
Yeah,
they
it doesn't.
could have been friends.
Yeah.
Right.
And so it's just really cool that she grew up knowing these people.
Yeah.
And they probably influenced her to be a writer.
Yeah.
And so I just thought I would mention that. And I'm pretty sure Nathaniel Hawthorne wrote, he wrote the Scarlet Letter. I didn't know that.
I just typed his name like in one of these last episodes. Nathaniel Hawthorne.
I was thinking he wrote.
Oh, it was The House of Seven Gables.
That's it. Of course. That's
the one
it.
You don't like.
Yeah. No, I like it. I don't like the first chapter.
There you go. Okay, yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking he wrote something else. He must not have wrote the one I was thinking of because I don't see it listed. Anyway, I just thought that was really cool, and I wanted to mention it because it's always neat to learn things about people.
Yeah.
That, especially when you're into like what they did. So like when I was taking piano, I took piano for 10 years and I loved reading books about Chopin and Beethoven and Mozart. Like I went to the library and they were selling off some of their older stuff and they had a book about Mozart and Chopin. So I bought those books and so it's just really cool. Like whenever you're into something, to learn more information about someone who's really well known in that circle of whatever it is you're learning.
Right.
So I wanted to share that.
I think that was great.
I wish I had mentioned it last week.
Yeah, it's okay. It is what it is. So just random. I know. We're never going to stop recording.
I know.
I can't remember. Have you read Little Women?
I think I've read Little Women. I've seen multiple versions of it.
Anne of Green Gables you haven't read.
I've never read Anne of Green Gables.
Yeah. I think
it's on my list.
Remember.
It's on my list of things I want to.
Well, you better read Anne of Green Gables. Okay. I was just curious. Little Women's good too. That's all. Makes me cry. They all make me cry. That's all I've got, I think.
That's all I have too.
We better stop recording before I think of something else.
Okay, I get offline. I'm sorry. I was looking for something. I was looking for that book that I thought he wrote.
Oh.
It doesn't matter.
Everything matters, Becky. It matters.
All right, you guys. So, keep in mind that we will have a recording. Let's see. We'll have one that comes out the day after Christmas, but we won't have one that comes out the next week.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. Don't be sad.
Don't cry. It'll be okay.
Don't cry. And then I feel like, if you're interested in any of our items that we have so far, just private message us on Instagram or Facebook. Or if you know us, well, most everyone listening knows us personally. You can just text us.
Yeah.
But anyway, for those of you who are still listening, thank you. We appreciate it. And we really hope that within the next year or two, we can bring you something more. And that this will be what we're doing as full time. Yeah. So we appreciate your help that you're giving us right now, with just listening and with the one person who's bought something. I know it's going to increase. I just feel it. We appreciate you. But I will say that the more people who want to buy, it's going to actually propel us into actually having to get like EINs and checking accounts. And we're going to have to be adults.
Yeah. That's a struggle.
But thank you. Check out the show notes. I hope they're going to be good this week. Not too long, maybe. We talked about a lot of books, but not as many as last episode, I don't think.
I think we probably talked about more.
Oh, you think?
Yeah. The last one, I actually just typed them up this morning. They seemed a little short.
Oh, maybe it was the week before I'm thinking of.
Yeah, there was one week
we talked about a lot of books.
There was one week we talked about so much stuff that it wouldn't all fit in the actual show notes. I had to leave a Google link to a document.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah, I was like, what?
What is this?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Who knew we'd have to limit how many books we talked about?
I can't and I won't.
But thank you for listening. And if anything we talked about sounded interesting to you, there's going to be all the show notes you can look at. check out Sideways Sheriff because he's gonna probably have a new video coming out soon. We're excited about that.
Always.
The girls actually get excited when they're like when they find something and like, oh, we know them.
Yeah.
So they're like really excited about Sideways Sheriff. Like they think that's cool.
Yeah.
So check him out. We want to say thank you to him again. Like I feel like I need to do it every week because without him, we wouldn't have the ability to do what we're doing.
Yeah.
Honestly. So thank you to him and thank you to your mom.
Yeah.
For all the effort she's putting into helping us have merchandise so that we can make money and do what we want to do, you know.
Right.
Give ourselves the ability to do what we want to do.
Yeah. You got to start somewhere.
And so thank you to her. She's so wonderful. And it's funny because I joke about us being besties now because we text.
Yeah.
I told you at work the other day, I was like, yeah, your mom and I are besties now. So
back up, lady. She's my friend.
So big shout out to her.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for all you do for us. And thank you to the kindred spirits out there listening. We appreciate you. Please keep listening and helping us. And just remember that kindred spirits are not so scarce as I used to think. It's splendid to know there are so many of them in the world. And until next time, stay happily booked.